Hi guys, Tina here. So I just filmed this look for you guys. It's just a really bronzy look. I know it sucks on a MacBook to see what my makeup looks like, which I talk about several times throughout the tutorial. You'll hear that again. But I will try to upload pictures with this as well if I can, just for a little bit of a look to it. But it's just a really pretty bronzy look. It's kind of like an everyday smoky look that you could dress up or dress down if you wanted to. But yeah, so we'll get into the tutorial. I hope you guys like it. Comment if you do. Let me know if these are horrible or not. But thank you, and we'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright guys, so forgive me if this is a little rough. This is the first time I've actually done a tutorial with my MacBook. So we'll see how it goes. I've already primed my eyes. I actually used my Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I actually primed them before and I thought I was filming, but I guess I wasn't. So, whoops. But I primed my eyes and then actually did this step too, but whoops, I can do it again. I have a MAC palette here, and this first color up here, this is Naked Lunch. It's just a really pretty light pink. That's a frost, and I just put a little bit on my brush like so. I'm just putting a little bit on now, and I put it on the first part of my lid, not the inner corner because that's going to be for the highlight, and I'm not doing out here because that's going to be for other colors, but not putting too much on. Like I said, I already put some on, but that is what I was doing with that. The next brush I'm going to use is one from the White Line. This is just more of just a crease brush, and I'm going to be using this color here. This is Gold Mine, which is another frost. I'm just going to rub my brush in it and tap off the extra, and then I'm actually going to put this in my entire crease. So we're just going to build it into the whole crease. So use that whole thing. So I'm going to bring what's left on my brush. I'm not getting any more, but I'm bringing just the leftover a little bit down into that part of my eye that I didn't cover with the Naked Lunch, and then kind of smooth out the edge, but that'll all be fixed as soon as I use my highlight color. And so the last color from this palette I'm going to use is the color down here, and this is Bronze. These are all from MAC. Did I say that? I don't even know. But this is Bronze, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to switch my brush in it, tap off the extra, and then I'm going to actually, instead of just going straight into my crease like I did with Gold Mine, I'm actually going to start by applying the color out here, and I'm going to get most of it off my brush and then work it into my crease. The reason that I'm doing this is because when you initially put the color on your eye, there's a lot of color on the brush, and it's almost like too overpowering for your entire crease. So it's important to put a little bit out here, and now that I've gotten a little bit off, then I can work it in my crease. And with this, I'm only going to center. I'm not going to do my whole crease like I did with the Gold Mine. So I'm just doing that really lightly, blending it in again like I said. And now I'm actually going to switch palettes. So I'm actually going to switch to this one. This is one of the MAC Holiday palettes. This is the Bronze palette. So I've actually I've used up like all this second color, but what I'm going to be using is this second color here. Oops, my brush dropped out. The second color I believe is called Buckwheat. And then we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to put it out here on the outer corner, get it off our brush a little bit, and then we're going to put it into the crease, but we're not even going to go to the center. We're actually only going to go to about right there. So I didn't quite go to center. We're just staying right on the outer corner. Just like that. Yay. I still don't understand. Do you guys see that where it's like spacey? Why is that so weird? I don't know. And then we're going to do something a little bit different. This palette came with a MAC 213, and it's a little mini like that. Isn't it cute? So this is a 213 from MAC, and I'm actually going to use this. The first and the second, this first color here is actually Bronze, so that color, excuse me, so that color that I use in the first palette, this is the same one. This is Bronze, and then I'm going to use a little bit more Buckwheat, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the 213 and just lightly dust it. You can just see it's on the very tip of my brush. And I'm actually going to repack that color right along my lash line up here. Like that. And then you're going to actually take that Sonia Kashuk brush again, the one that you were just using, and we're just going to kind of blot that out. So it's blending right there with the Naked Lunch. Just like so. I'm going out with my friends later tonight, and so this last color here is a matte. I need to cover this. It's a matte brown, and it's very dark, and it's great for like a really intense brown smoky look. The last thing we're going to do with this eye is I actually like to take this brush too, this Sonia Kashuk brush, and I like to kind of wipe away fallout. Because with frost you kind of get fallout. So we're going to take this brush. It's a really small little brush, and we're going to take bronze again. We're going to get a little bit on our brush, and we're going to actually put it underneath our eye. So right on that lower lash line, we're just going to bring the bronze under, not to the inner corner, just like on the top, how we're leaving the whole inner corner without any shadow on it, because it's all for the highlight. So we're bringing the bronze into right about there. I'm going to get just a little bit more bronze. Didn't quite get enough the first time. Just like that. And then we're going to take a little bit of buckwheat and do the same. So pretty much just the combination you did above, you're doing down here as well. And just make sure that the buckwheat, it's going to be more concentrated on your bottom lash, so just make sure that it blends well with the upper lash as well. You can see the eye starting to come together. And then for a highlight, we're going to go back to that first brush that we used for the Naked Lunch, and I'm using this color that came in the Dashing Lassie product, and it's actually called Dashing Lassie, this first little white color. So we're just going to get a little bit of that and then put that right along the brow. And that's actually going to soften all your bronzy colors as well. And then get a little bit and put it in the inner corner, bringing it down a little bit to match with that bronze. Like so. Now for liner, I'm actually using, oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Hold on, guys. Totally grabbed the wrong liner. What I'm using is the Stila liquid liner pen. This pen is like the greatest thing. I have the Smashbox pen here too. Where's it say Smashbox? Right there. You can see they look so similar, but the Stila one lasts for like 3 months, where the Smashbox one lasts for like 3 weeks. And it's just a felt tip liner, and it glides like there's no tomorrow. So we're just gonna apply this. I don't like to use liner in the very inner corner of my eye either. It's just, I don't like it when there's black in the corner of your eye. That's another personal preference. But I'm going to start out here, pull the color in, really getting it along, right along your lash line. That way when we put our mascara on, it'll make our mascara look really full. So now that I have like just the baseline down, you can see on this one I've kind of made the outline, the very outside of the liner thicker. So I'm just going to kind of pull that line up and then fill it in. Like so. And then I'm going to take it on my bottom lash line, but I'm only going to go to right about center. I'm not going to even go to the inner third. I'm just going to center. I'm kind of messy with that, but that's okay. It can be messy. And then, personally, for me, I love a cat eye. I love it when your eye gets exaggerated and pulled out. So, I'm going to fix this too. Sorry. That just wasn't as clean as I wanted it. So, I'm a girl who loves her cat eye. So, I pull my eye. I know you're not supposed to pull your eye. It gives you premature wrinkles, but I pull my eye. And I'm just going to start in the corner and go up. I don't try and take it from the top and go out. I like to bring it from the bottom. So we're just going to open up your eye, bring it from the bottom, and then kind of stop when you feel like you're getting to the top, and then just connect it. Just a really small cat eye. Just a baby one. But make sure it's connecting with the bottom as well. Make sure that's just a fluid line. For lashes, I'm going to curl my lashes, and then I'm actually going to use 2 different mascaras. Hold it for a couple seconds. And so the first mascara I'm actually going to use is, oop, I dropped it, is L'Oreal Telescopic. This one just has a really great brush that I like to use for my first coat because I feel like it really coats your lashes from root to tip without clumping. Down the bottom as well. I'm sorry, I'm tilting my head so low. I just can't really help it. It's one of those girl things. You guys understand. And then the second coat I'm going to use is actually a Mary Kay mascara. My mom gets Mary Kay. I know that's not something you can buy in the stores, but really all drugstore mascaras are really great. This is just a really thick mascara that's really black, and I really like it. But honestly, you can pretty much use whatever you want. I know a lot of people have preferences on brush types and if you like hair versus plastic and all that jazz. For cheeks, I have here one of the NARS multiples. Sorry, I don't know why things are so hard for me to say. I have the one that's NARS Orgasm Blush and Laguna Bronzer, and I'm just going to use this big fat Sonia Kashuk brush, and I'm going to get a little bit of Orgasm on there, and then we're just going to pull that from the apples of your cheeks out. I know a lot of people like smile to find their apples and then dab on, but I mean, they're right there. I don't think you need to. But if you didn't know where your apples are, just smile. It's that big bulge. Sometimes I smile when I put on blush just because I feel pretty. Kind of swipe it under the eyes. I'm very cautious of my dark circles, so I like to do a little swipe under the eye. And then for lips, I'm going to use the lipstick I just bought. This is Jubilee by MAC. It's just a really pretty neutral color. And it's a luster, which I love because they're so fluid. And as you can see, this is like literally the same color as my lip. I went in and I was like, I want a lipstick that looks like I'm wearing lipstick but doesn't look like I'm wearing lipstick. And they matched my lip color to Jubilee. So, and then for gloss, I have a super old MAC Underage that needs to be used up and then recycled. And Underage, the thing with Underage is it's super light in color, and so I just dab just a couple drops on my bottom. You can see how crazy does that look. And then I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to blot it out. I'm going to do the same with the top. Just a couple blots. I'm using the same brush, so there wasn't as much on the brush that time. It's a nice blot. Rub them together. Like so. Alright, so I'm going to let my hair down now because that hair thing was driving everybody crazy, I know. I know that this was super hard to see because lighting sucks on a MacBook and I'm in front of my window, but I hope you guys got the gist of it. I promise that if you guys like this, if you comment it, if you tell me you want to see more, I'll work on the whole camera situation. But regardless, thanks so much for watching. And yeah, alright, bye.